class I was most afraid going into this semester, just because it's double, it's studio and academic. Also, I'm terrified of space.
I guess I expected there to be much more of a difference between what they were explaining and what I was understanding.
I knew a lot of it was a lot of math and numbers and high intelligence understanding.
At first it was I don't want to sound stupid. I was like, well, I gotta sound smart. There was a whole room of just NASA scientists and they were just making jokes the whole time. And we were like, okay, so these people are like us. They're just a bunch of dorks like us, so I guess we get along pretty well. When they were looking at every group's storyboards, they were so excited to see the way that we were choosing to demonstrate their work.
You hear theory from the scientists and things like that, but when you're forced to actually visualize it, it makes you think about it okay, how would this actually look in real life and what ways I can actually make it fun, and it kind of gives me a new perspective on how weird and crazy and how well space stuff actually does translate to animation.
It's oh, how can I use this information that I have to make a narrative? I know that I liked fight scenes, and I was like, how cool would it be to kind of try to portray this as a fight scene?
Being able to express what you're learning through movement and imagery it's pretty mind-blowing.
Even though there's a lot of creative freedom in what we did and what we had to do as a class, there is still a limit. You do have to do a thing that's educational.
The information we provide have to be correct, so that's the part we have to trying to make sure over and over again.
And they would be like, that's not really how it works. But the art students would be like, but you said to take it creatively? So there was a lot of back and forth on how to actually merge style with information.
If we wanted simulations, we could have someone do a simulation for us. We do that all the time. We're more interested in how you interpret these things.
More just taking very complex ideas and then condensing them into an animation that helps other people understand them. And in that process, I learned something which is even more beneficial.
Visual explanations are really the key to explaining concepts to the public.
Having classes supplemented with animation, that would be a creative way to approach the learning side of art and the art side of art.
Yeah, I think it's important to realize that even super technical fields have a use for animation and fun animation too.